What is going on, guys? My name is BedfastDuck, and today we are taking a look at the new third-person shooter by Epic Games called Fortnite. For those of you who do not know what Fortnite is, I just said it's a third-person shooter, base building, sort of tower defense escape game. This video is actually off the cuff. Sorry, I don't have a script in front of me, but this is just from what I've played so far. So Fortnite is actually going to be free to play come 2018. I bought the limited edition, founders edition, whatever. It was like $150. I did it so I could get early access and get two of my friends early access, which I gave to Yair and Alicia, to the people that I play with quite a bit. But anyway, I've had a lot of fun playing this game. There are pros and cons to it. Firstly being that it is fun. I will lay that out there. The gameplay feels really fun. Even though the gunplay is a little bit, dry, it's still fun in general. It's a good game to just waste time on. Some of the drawbacks to it, first off, is base building gets a little bit to get used to. It's difficult at first. Once I started figuring out, hey, this is how you take out walls and stuff. This is how you take out certain areas or make stairs a certain way, which I honestly didn't know until about 3 hours in, that I could make a set of stairs that were just like a single set instead of like a double set. It just is actually really, well, I shouldn't say innovative, because there are a lot of better base building mechanics in other games, but it is very fun. It's sort of basic at right now. I feel like they're going to be developing more up on it as the game gets closer to release. But that's the other thing I want to talk about is this is a pre-release, right? So this game is going to be free come 2018, sometime in 2018. Right now it's in sort of a closed beta form. I think it actually says closed beta when you load into the game. I've put about, I'd say, 4 to 6 hours into it since I purchased it. I've had a lot of fun on it. It has got a lot of loot. It's a loot-based shooter, it feels like. But there's quite a bit that happens within the game. There's a lot of micromanaging, which I feel like they need to get that under control, because that really takes away from gameplay. Just in general takes away from gameplay versus having it be like, oh, I'm going into the game and shooting things. It's like, okay, I'm filling out a collection book or something. It just doesn't feel like it belongs in a game. It feels like it's trying to artificially extend how long you play the game. But getting back to the positives of the game, like I said, fun to play. The game itself, I don't know how to say this, the guns feel good to play with. That is a huge plus, regardless of if you are new to a third-person shooter or are a veteran. The guns feel like they pack a punch versus other games that are sort of like this, sort of loot-based shooters such as Destiny or The Division, where guns seem to just tickle the enemies until they eventually die. This game really, knocks it to them. The only issue I'm having with it right now is I am still within the first zone, which is basically a very, 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 very long tutorial, which hopefully they get that fixed before the actual game releases, because I can see the player base really dropping off if they don't get past that zone. I have heard that the second, third, and fourth zone, get progressively harder, but as it stands right now, there's nothing much to it. It's really just, right now it seems like a lot of the missions are spawn killing versus having to actually build and defend a base. That being said, you do get a home base where you frequently travel back to. It saves what you've set up so far, and you travel back and defend it every once in a while to extend your shield out. The shield basically helps you get resources. There's chests around that area that are hidden, but I'm pretty sure they're in place for everybody. The other major gripe I have for this game is it is online only. So if you do not have an internet connection, if there's like a storm that goes through, knocks out your internet or something, you're not going to be able to play this game. That is very unfortunate. It's going to take away from a lot of players, especially ones that do not have a stable internet connection. Especially with this being a free-to-play game, they're going to rely primarily on microtransactions. You can't get microtransactions if you don't have internet. You can't play the game if you don't have internet. It's something that they've either got to be like, okay, we're releasing at least a part of this game not online, maybe like the main base building section not online, instead of having it be online only. That way you can at least do base defense, whenever, versus having to be online all the time. One of the really cool things about this game is that these missions, it's procedurally generated. So if I go back and play through one of these missions a second time, once you get into the later missions within that first zone, you are going to be seeing that, hey, it's dropping me in a random location. I've got to scavenge around. I've got to find stuff. I've got to build this base, which at this point I don't really have to build the base because the Founders Edition basically gives you overpowered guns right at the beginning. So I feel really overpowered right now versus a lot of these enemies. I know that people are saying, hey, once you get to the second zone, you are going to get screwed, basically, because it becomes the difficulty curve goes from like playing on easy on Halo to suddenly jumping to legendary, where you're getting overrun with husks or zombies, whatever you want to call them. They are zombies. The game calls them husks. I don't know. Zombies is probably copyrighted, and I'm probably going to get a copyright strike on YouTube, but I really don't care. Anyway, the game, I've already said, is fun. You guys should check it out. It is, going to be free in 2018 sometime, like I've been saying over and over and over and over again. Yeah, go ahead and check it out. If you like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you can get, notified whenever I go live or whenever I upload a video. I have been live streaming quite a bit. I appreciate everybody who's come out and checked out those live streams. We will be doing one here shortly within the next few days. I don't know what it's going to be. It's probably going to be of Fortnite, of Battlefield, and probably something else. I'm trying to get a group of people together to play Halo with through all the Halo games, but that is going to be coming up pretty soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Bedfast Duck signing off.